on my cheesecake. So we have our butter, vanilla, eggs, sugar, my rolling pin. So I'm using some vanilla wafer cookies because I forgot to get graham crackers, so we just got these. And these work perfectly, to be honest. You can use any like cracker-ish cookie kind of thing. You could even do like Oreo cookies if you wanted to do like a chocolatey crust. Traditional way is to use a food processor to like make the crust, but I'm just being kind of lazy because I don't want to have to clean the food processor, and I'm using my marble rolling pin, which is heavy as hell because it's real marbles from Crate and Barrel. I'll leave the link down below. And just giving the bag some hits. So I have my cream cheese in this bowl with hot water just because I wanted the cream cheese to get nice and soft and room temperature, and this is just like an easy way to do it. So now it's nice and soft and we can actually begin the process. Okay, so now that you have your crust in there, you're gonna bake it for like 10 minutes just so that it gets nice and crunchy. I almost forgot, I added about, what was that, like a tablespoon and a half of lemon juice. I wanted to do lemon zest because that's traditionally what you do, but I didn't have a fresh lemon, so I just used some lemon juice. That's it. The batter is nice and smooth, velvety, and ready to bake. It smells so good. Okay guys, so it's the next morning. My cheesecake baked and it was in the fridge all night. As you can see, it did burn a little bit on the edges, but I'm covering it with cherry pie filling as my topping, so that's why I wasn't too concerned with the top. But I mean, I'm telling you guys, even a cheesecake like this, people will not complain if it tastes good. The easiest thing is what I'm going to do, which is to get a can of cherry pie filling and use that as my topping. And it's festive for the holiday season because it's red with cherries. But I just wanted to get a little taste. It's so nice and smooth. I want to see. Look how creamy and thick and dense it is. Oh my god. Oh my god. That lemon juice just adds like a layer of brightness and sourness that you need. Another thing is, if you don't use lemon juice, you can use sour cream, and that will lighten it up a little bit and still give it that slightly sour taste. This is a very, very dense cheesecake, but if you want something more light and moist, then you can use sour cream, and you can also skip adding one of your eggs or add more egg whites than egg yolks. I added an extra egg yolk because I wanted mine to be really dense. So I'm going to work on my dinner. So I wanted to do something that looked fancy, tasted really delicious, but was pretty easy to make. So that's why I did my cheesecake the night before the dinner party, so that the day of I could really take it easy and just focus on cleaning up a little bit, putting on my candles, and just getting myself ready, you know, hair, makeup. So for a dinner, I decided to go with a spinach and cheese stuffed chicken with some wild rice and some veggies on the side. I'm going to do some candied carrots, which is going to be really easy. And I bought the wild rice bagged, ready to go, so I just have to make it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to make it from scratch. I just have to, you know, put it on the stove, get it ready. So that's really easy. So I have my bowl here with my frozen spinach. I have my feta cheese, and I'm also going to use cream cheese. And then I have some minced garlic, salt and pepper. And I'm also going to use this for extra flavor for the chicken. This is Mollo Criollo, and this is by Goya, and this is a marinade. So you shake it up, it has all of this deliciousness at the bottom. I stuff my chicken, and then I'm going to put it back in this bowl, and I'm gonna let it marinate with this stuff on top so it gets a really good flavor, because you know, Latinos, we're not gonna just do salt and pepper, honey. Salt and pepper is cute, but we need more. So I have here some chicken breasts that are thinly sliced already. So traditionally you would get the full you know, like deboned piece of the breast and then cut it and make like a pocket. And instead of cutting it because they're thin and making a pocket, you would just put your filling here and then roll it this way. This is my filling, and then I would go like this, roll it, and put a skewer through it. So now I'm gonna hit my chicken with some garlic. So now all my chicken is coated with the garlic. This looks gross, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so now for my filling, we have garlic mixed in with our spinach as well as some Parmesan cheese, because I just wanted this to be cheesy and have kind of different dimensions of flavor. Feta. And then I added in my cream cheese, which might be a little bit harder to mix, but I'm just going to keep mixing it with my wooden spoon until we get a nice mix. I'm going to let them sit and marinate. So now I'm gonna work on adding my topping to my cheesecake. So as you can see, I used the Duncan Hines country cherry. I just added again a little splash of the limoncillo or limoncino and some sugar to just sweeten it up. So I'm just gonna mix that together. And then I mentioned earlier that I was gonna do this, so I'm using this as my rice. So instead of making rice from scratch, I'm just using the Northside's rice pilaf. So I have 3 of those, and then once I'm done with all this, I'm gonna work on my candied carrots. Okay guys, so I wanted to give it a little bit more sweetness and a little bit more of a festive look. So I just went in with the sweetened condensed milk. And I did just back and forth like lines. And then I took a skewer and just went the opposite direction to create this like pretty marbly pattern. I think it looks really nice and festive. And yeah, now I'm just going to pop it back in the fridge so that this sets and the design sets. And then when it's time for my guests to come, I'm going to put this on a cake stand, and it's going to look so pretty, and hopefully I get a chance to show you guys. Okay guys, so I'm working on my candied carrots. So this is my syrup. It's water, sugar, chili powder, nutmeg, cinnamon, honey, and I actually did just use regular syrup because I didn't have brown sugar. So to give it that flavor, I'm using syrup, but you could use brown sugar instead of using regular sugar and syrup. But this will just create that brown sugar kind of flavor. And then of course you also want to add some butter and water, so you have this like syrupy mixture. So here are my carrots. I just cut them in half. These are regular big carrots, but you could do this with baby carrots instead if you want to cook them faster. But I'm just gonna let these cook on a really low heat for like an hour or 2, or however long it takes to get soft. As you can see, they're starting to get a little bit soft, but they're still quite hard. So the butter is in there, starting to, you know, melt and cook down. More water to this mixture too, because the longer it starts to cook down, the thicker it will get. The sugar will start to thicken and thicken and thicken. So if you really want a nice watery syrup for the carrots for when you serve them, you're gonna have to add a lot more water. So I think I'm gonna fill up this whole thing. Okay guys, so I added my water and a little bit more carrots. I used the whole bag of carrots. The sugar is already starting to cook down, and this is already turning into a little bit more of a syrup. So as the sugar reduces, it's going to get thicker and thicker. But because I want this to slow cook, I'm going to put the heat down. Okay, so while I watch Riverdale, I am going to work on the table now. So I went to HomeGoods the other day and I bought some new stuff, and I haven't had the time to put it anywhere and like clear the table. So that's pretty much it. The table is clean and my centerpiece is cool. I just have to find a place to put this stuff. This cake stand that I got at HomeSense for my cheesecake. This was $15 from HomeSense. Really, really pretty. So I might just put my cheesecake on it and then put the whole thing in the fridge just so it's somewhere and it's ready to be presented. And then I got these new placemats at HomeGoods, but there was only 3 and there's 4 of us tonight, so I'm super bummed because I hate when I don't have an even number. So I'm kind of like, oh, I don't want to use them if I don't have 4 for everyone, which sucks because they're so pretty. I got them because I figured if I go back and I find another one, then I'll have all 4. But if I can't find another one, then I can use these at least for a party when I'm serving different foods on the table, and then put the platters of the food on top of the placemat instead of using it for someone's actual place setting, if that makes sense. I'll be back when it's set. Yeah, be right back. Okay guys, so here's my chicken. It's about to go in the oven. Poured the marinade in the pan. Also, here's the progress of my carrots. They've been cooking for a while now. And you can see that syrup has reduced so much. When all that water was in there, it was like up here. And now you can see how much it has reduced. Okay guys, so here is the table set up. There's only 4 of us. We're having a couple over. So this is what it's looking like. Babe, do you think it's pretty?
Yes.
We have this fireside candle burning from Bath and Body Works, and it smells so good. And then we have teak wood. What is it? Then we have mahogany teak wood burning here. And together, the smell is incredible. It smells like tobacco. I mean, not tobacco, like fire mixed with cologne. I just think it's such a grown-up, yummy holiday smell, right babe? Yeah. Like it's very chic. Smells good. What are you doing?
Please.
You cleaning up? Oh, it smells good. Antonio made the bed. Now he's fixing up the sofa. Damn. You guys saw the centerpiece already in the Christmas Decorate With Me video, but this is the setup we have for dinner. So these cups are from HomeSense. They're like a smoky black and white marble. And then these are a crystal coaster as well from HomeSense. And then we have the silverware from Friendsgiving. And then these from my Pier 1 video. Remember, I did a Christmas shop with me. If you haven't seen it, I'll leave the link in the cards. So these are the napkin rings with our mixed metals, gray, silver, gold napkins that we use all the time. The same marble plates from Friendsgiving, and then instead of the gray dinner plate, we have a white. And then for placemat, I mixed the ones that I showed you guys earlier from HomeGoods, the glittery beaded ones, with these netted silver ones from Target. So it gives like this layered effect. I'm really into layering placemats right now, and because there was only 3 of the beaded ones, I had to use just 1 of the netted ones over there. So by adding it on top of the other ones, it kind of like blends all together, so you can't tell that there's only 3. And then of course a wine glass on the other side. So that's our little setup for din. And then I'll be putting the appetizers out first, and then the dinner plates and stuff on the other side, since nobody will be sitting here or there. And that's it. And then for beverages, we have vodka. What else do we have? We have Bacardi. Do we have Bacardi? I don't know. We have Bacardi, vodka, wine, just a bunch of other stuff. So people have their pick. And that's the setup. It looks so pretty. Over in the kitchen, I'm working, well, I did my little appetizer. So these are the party picks I was telling you guys about. And haha, look what's under the packaging. So yeah, they're like little toothpicks, but instead of being plain, they just have like that little